Purporses.
Oh,
Today we are reviewing a Smackdown that took place in the old barn, June 10th, 2004, from Nassau Coliseum. And of course, we got to represent mid 2000 Islanders since we're at the old barn. We got the orange hat on tonight. And, Tro, you ready for this show?
yep, but not the 2000. Yes, the 2004 Islanders. So good that
Not I. Yeah.
they almost moved the team like a couple years later. So
Kansas City, the old Kansas City Islanders. Thank
yeah,
God that didn't
they would have
happen.
been yeah, that would make great sense. The Islanders of Kansas City. Kansas City Islander legend for scoring.
Yeah. I was gonna say too. We are at the house that Bossy built, baby. I forgot that part. The house that Bossy built, the old barn. That
The
is where.
original one.
Yes, that is
Before
where.
they added on to it to keep the place alive.
I like the old version, the one that we see a couple times on this
Yeah,
show.
it's
That
nostalgic.
outside, yeah, yeah, it is.
Nostalgic. It's also funny because this is also the version of the barn that almost got the Islanders killed.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. I wonder what Kate Murray was doing in
Oh boy,
2004.
maybe she was at this show.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe she was at the show. She's like, "Wow, this place sucks. I'm going to dedicate my life to make sure that this place closes down, and the Islanders never exist again." Wow.
Well, Kate Murray sucks, but I'll tell you what doesn't suck. A lot of the stuff we have on this show, this SmackDown here, does not suck. We're gonna start it off June 10th, 2004 SmackDown. We get a recap of last week's show where we sum up what's gonna happen at the end of the show with Undertaker and Paul Heyman. So the Dudleys have kidnapped Paul Bearer, which I love the way they did it too, because they built it up like Paul Heyman slaps the Dudleys, like getting these guys all hyped up. He's like, "You guys got to do something drastic. You guys got to do something big." And then next thing you know, a few segments later into that show, the Dudleys are putting somebody into a fucking car, the trunk of a car, and like, get his footing, last ride, Paul, and they slam it, and you think they slam the trunk closed, and you think they're talking about Paul Heyman, but the last ride part told gave a hint. And then when they zoom down, they zoom out, they're in the parking lot, of course, they zoom out, and you see the urn laying in the parking lot, and it's picked up by Paul Heyman. Now you know what has happened. So they're recapping all this.
You know,
And yeah.
you gotta wonder how did they manage to kidnap Paul Bearer?
Paul Bearer must have, been
Is he?
going to the bathroom or
Yeah, I
something.
was
He was
about to
away
say.
from Undertaker.
Hold on, Undertaker. I'm going to the bathroom. I got
See,
to carry the air. He carries the urn everywhere he goes. You just see the Undertaker just standing
see
in
why
his
why you gotta
locker by
why,
himself.
why you gotta poke holes in good stories, man?
You
Come
know,
on now.
I was just thinking about like how did they get to Paul Bearer? And
Paul
you're
Bearer,
like,
Paul Bearer can't be with Undertaker every second of the day, man. He's got to catch him lacking at some point.
like, is he eating? Is Paul Bearer eating catering? Yelling, oh, oh hi, oh hi, Bella, hi, Devon. Wait, what are you doing,
How would
Undertaker?
how would 1920s Tro have called the Dudley Boys abducting Paul Bearer?
And it appears that Paul Bearer here is eating some baked ziti. Oh my! It appears that Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley have kidnapped him. Oh my! But it appears that Paul Bearer is still holding on to that baked ziti. Oh boy, it is delicious.
So back in this recap, they go to last week, the prior SmackDown show, where it's Undertaker and Paul Bearer in the ring, and Undertaker wants to kill Paul Heyman. I said Paul Bearer, I meant Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
It's Undertaker in the ring with Paul Heyman. He wants to fucking kill Paul Heyman, and at one point he grabs Paul Heyman by the throat, like he's gonna choke slam him. And then the Dudley Boys show up on the Titantron. They're standing by a door, and Bubba Ray's like, if you want to see Paul Bearer, he's right behind this door. So you better listen to Paul Heyman. So Heyman tells Undertaker, I have a proposition for you. Next week on SmackDown, join me, or you will never see Paul Bearer again. Thus, here we are, June 10th, 2004 SmackDown. We kick it off.
They've had him kidnapped for about 2 weeks now, right?
I believe so. There might be something like 2 weeks now. Okay.
So in kayfabe, that means they've been having to take him all like on the road with them, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you explain that? Like going through customs, you have Paul Bearer tied up. Like, are they who's watching Paul Bearer? Who's watching Paul Bearer when these guys are wrestling at a house show?
Heyman's watching them. Heyman's watching.
And what are they feeding? What are they? Was he eating with them?
I don't know.
I'm sorry to like logic. I'm just like thinking is like, are they like feeding this guy? Like, what are they doing with him? They're just putting him in the trunk like he's luggage. They get to the hotel and they just hand him to the baggage guy. Here, put this in our room. I'm a human being. Be careful with me.
Tro just loves to throw logic into good storylines, man. Damn you, Tro.
I just thought of this like fully.
So we don't kick the show off though with the Undertaker Paul Bearer, the Paul Heyman segment, of course. We kick it off with Kurt Angle in the ring, and a lot has changed for Kurt Angle since the last time we talked about him yesterday when we reviewed.
Yeah.
Was it the February
19th?
19th, right? February 19th SmackDown. We had that tremendous heel turn. Well, Kurt Angle is injured now where we are, and he's the GM of SmackDown due to that injury. Wow, so
what a glow up.
Yeah.
He went from facing Eddie Guerrero to attacking Eddie Guerrero to now being the GM, but now he's crippled. So
to getting crippled by Big Show, chokeslammed off a ledge. What a segment that was. We talked about that. We talked about that yesterday a little bit. That's a show we'll get to at some point in the future. Especially as long as I'm around, we'll definitely get to it. So Angle kicks it off. He's in a wheelchair. Luther Reigns is standing by his side, and he says, Luther Reigns, Roman Reigns. Why isn't he in the bloodline?
I know, right? You know what? He's gonna be the one who shows up at WrestleMania. We think that Cody has it all said. He hits the crossroads. 1, 2. Oh my God! It's Luther Reigns.
And instead of watching Barry Trotz return to UBS Arena,
to be fair, that would be April 7th. So that'd be the night. That'd be night 2. So.
Okay, so that'd be the day after Barry Trotz.
Maybe Barry Trotz will show up for WrestleMania. Maybe Barry Trotz will screw Cody
Rhodes. He'll make Cody Rhodes skate circles.
Change. You're too young, kid. Change. I puts up a finger. I acknowledge you, my tribal chief.
Barry Trotz acknowledging the Trotz.
He takes the whole National Predator to make up for not going to the Blink 182 concert that they couldn't go to. He takes them to WrestleMania front row.
See, you're in Predator groups, Nashville Predator groups, so you know that. So I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, they were
supposed to go to a Blink 182 concert.
Yeah, they were supposed to go to a concert. They weren't playing good, and now
they're on a winning streak.
Yeah, now they're on a winning streak ever since then. So it's like,
like 14-0-2 in their last 16 or something.
Yeah, but don't worry, Frank. It's a sin that I'm not going to see them come to Long Island and kick the ass.
It is. They're not going to kick our ass.
Why don't you go, Frank? What's your excuse?
I would love to go. I would love
What's
to see
your excuse, Frank?
You're a season ticket holder. You got the tickets, so I ain't got the tickets.
I'm in Philly. What's your excuse? You live in UBS is your backyard.
It's close.
I can
It's not that
I can
close.
wait. I can wave from UBS and see.
So we got Angle in the ring. He's in his wheelchair, which has red, white, and blue back. So
Looking
backrest.
French.
Yeah, yeah. So Luther Reigns is by his side. Angle says last time he was in Long Island, the fans booed him out of the building.
Wait, did he say he said in Long Island?
I believe he did say in Long
Oh,
Island.
you
You need
see
to
there.
get.
There you
It's,
go. He's a
I
heel.
I put what I heard him say in the notes. I did not say that. That is
You know,
him saying that.
what a heel and you know what? I don't think he even did it on purpose. He just did it like naturally, so that's even better. Can you imagine Undertaker said, "I will face you in Long Island. Why are you booing me? I'm right." And Paul says, "Well, actually, you're on an island, you dumb motherfucker."
um, okay, I'll fix it for you. Angle says the last time he was on Long Island. Speaking of Islander fans, State of Survival says, "What's up, punks? What's up, State of Survival?"
This
So
is
I'll fix it. Oh, go
you
ahead.
know they ran a show. I showed you the clip a while back of,
Yeah.
of Shawn Michaels saying Nassau County all wrong. He's like, remember the last time we were in Nassau County? Me and you, Triple H, we had a war. But he said it on Long Island, but then he messed up Nassau County. We were right here in Nassau. Nassau.
He was referring to SummerSlam '02.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. It was like the first time that they had been back there. And he's like, Nassau, Long Island.
Oh gosh. Well, Sean's from where's Sean from? He's not from here.
San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio. You're right. You're
I
right.
give him credit though. Yeah, he said, imagine if he went dib like, we are, last time we fought here in Hems. I can't even say the word. I don't even know how to say the word.
See, you're from Long Island. I'm from Queens. I don't really. I'm not up on Long Island, but I get
I
it.
guess
It's
technically it was, I guess it was actually Uniondale.
yeah, it
Now that I
is
remember,
Uniondale. Yeah.
it was actually Uniondale, wasn't it? Hempstead. Hempstead was right near it though. I know that.
Before the Long Islander tro, I will fix what Kurt Angle says.
Good.
Angle says the last time he was on Long Island,
Face turn.
the the fans booed him out of the building, but he could care less because he knows he's better than everybody. He knows he's the best athlete in the world. But now here he is back on Long Island, and he knows he
When,
can't wrestle anymore.
when would have the last time he'd been on Long Island?
Um,
It would have had to have been like a random SmackDown from '03 or
that's what I
something.
was thinking. A show from '03. Yeah, couldn't have been. Well, I mean, this is
It,
June
it could have been.
'04.
It could have been SummerSlam of '02,
SummerSlam '03. Oh yeah, no. Um,
but I don't think they would have not ran at least one show. They love to run their fucking SmackDown shows at the Coliseum.
yeah. As this episode proves that.
Exactly.
So now he's back on Long Island, and he thinks that it's looking like he'll never wrestle again.
Oh my god.
State of Survival. The old Maple Leaf Gardens sold the seats and renovated the place. Shout out PWHL Toronto, baby. 11 straight. Let's give it up. PWHL Toronto, baby.
Yep, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great selling point for the next NHL game.
Yeah. If NVM, oh yeah, he's talking about the Coliseum. If a Coliseum ever sells the physical seats, can you guys get me one? I'll pay, of course. How,
I don't
that
think they have the
how
original
does?
seats in there anymore.
Yeah, I think the original seats are gone. Yeah, I think you're
Yeah,
right about that.
I did take something from the Coliseum the last time I was there.
What'd
The
you get?
original Coliseum. I took a "Do not enter" sign off the door.
That's tremendous.
Oh yeah, other people, they had a fucking pickaxe and they were chipping away at the freaking arena. Here I was. I'll just take that.
Folks, if you hear a knock on Tro's door, I think you know why it
Yeah,
is.
with my Yager bobbleheads and my tote
Oh
bags.
yeah, yeah. He still got these Yager bobbleheads. Now he's got tote bags too. Where give back the Yager bobbleheads and send me a tote bag.
Never.
Um, Nothing has come of they. Have they found the bobbleheads yet?
it, it doesn't add up.
Oh my gosh!
It's gonna be the greatest investigation, greatest lost thing ever.
What a weird year for the Penguins. Oh boy.
They missed the playoffs. They sell at the deadline, and now their balls have been stolen.
So yeah, he says he back then he was the best athlete on the planet, and now he looks at himself and he knows he can't wrestle anymore. And after the world's smallest violin moment, he shows a recap of last week's SmackDown where Booker T and John Cena are in a brawl with each other, and of course Kurt Angle's there sitting in his wheelchair, and I mean, why if you're a paralytic, why are you sitting there? Two dudes brawl right next to you,
Yeah.
and well, the bad things happen when you do that. And at one point, Booker and Cena end up rolling into Kurt Angle. Angle falls, and Booker T grabs a chair, looking to hit Cena. Excuse me. Cena ducks out of the way, and the chair ends up hitting Kurt Angle's leg. Not so good. So after they show that, Kurt Angle says he wants to see both of these guys here, Booker T and John Cena, and they have to come out and apologize. And well, the first man to face the music, of course, the heel, Booker T, coming out to apologize to the heel GM. And this was tremendous. So Booker T comes out and he's like, since I'm the former 5 time, really four, I mean, you can't win a company's title when they're out of business. He's the 4 time WCW.
They were technically still alive.
No, they weren't. Because he says, since I'm the 5 time WCW champion, I'm going to apologize 5 times. And when he got to like three, Kurt Angle's like, keep it down. He's trying to apologize. Like that always cracks
Do
me up.
you remember why Booker T's heel though?
I should. It's 2004. Well, he was drafted to SmackDown.
He was traded to SmackDown with RVD.
Traded, yes. He was in that big trade where Triple H didn't want to work
Yeah,
Tuesdays.
he doesn't want to work. That doesn't work for me, brother.
And on the first show, Booker T was kind of acting like he was too big for SmackDown, right?
I don't want to be on the B show, dog.
Yeah. And he faced Eddie Guerrero in the main event, and that's where JBL interferes, and well, Bradshaw interferes and becomes JBL, who
I don't want to work Tuesdays.
we will see a lot of JBL on this show. So Booker T apologizes 5 times. Kurt Angle says, "You are excused. Thank you, Book. You are excused." Then John Cena comes out, and of course grabs the mic and goes, "Yo, yo, yo, yo," and then under Angle just goes ballistic. He's like, "I don't want to hear it. You apologize to me right now, damn it." Blah blah blah. Cena's like, "What?"
Yo.
Cena's like, whoa, whoa, who crapped in your cornflakes? so, so Cena's so pissed off at how Angle just exploded on him that he says, you know what, I'm gonna kick your ass now. To which Angle says, no, you're not. See, I just had a meeting with the board of directors earlier today, and they announced if you ever touch me again, you will be stripped of your United States title. So after that, he's seen as once again asked to apologize, and to which John Cena obliges. He says, I'm sorry. For absolutely nothing. And he had one of the best lines of the night that essentially sums up this feud that John Cena had with GM Kurt Angle. He says, I'm going to walk how I want to walk. I'm going to act how I want to act. I'm going to say what I want to say. And I'm going to dress how I want to dress. If you got a problem with that, wheel your ass in the opposite direction. And speaking of John Cena, how he dresses, John Cena was rocking an orange Daryl Strawberry on this show.
You know, he should have been wearing an Islander jersey.
Oh, but you can give him love for the Daryl Strawberry. Come
I can give
on.
him love, but at
Yeah.
the same time, come on, you have to call. Imagine he comes out with a fucking New York Dragons unit jersey. He doesn't even represent the Islanders. He's like, yo, 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 Kurt, chill out. You know who won't chill out though? The New York Dragons. Tickets are on sale now, please. For the love of God.
I thought you were gonna say he should have came out to an Alexi Yashin jersey with an Alexi
Rick
Yashin
the
jersey.
Rick
DiPietro.
DiPietro,
Oh my gosh.
Ray Ferraro.
Now that would have been lit. That would have been lit. Come on. Playoff legend. 92, 93. We don't make that run without Ray. Come on now.
Just being like one of the most random fucking Highlander. Oh my God, Garth Snow jersey. What are you-
I don't even think Garth was with us yet, was he?
I know he was in there. I know he was with. Or it was a fucking GM.
Uh,
He went from
yeah,
goaltender to
Tender
GM.
to GM, right? But I
Literally,
don't know if he
literally,
was. I don't know if he was our goaltender yet, was he?
probably not. He was too busy sucking.
So after the walkout, I want to walk, blah blah blah, all that. Um, Cena walks out after saying "wheel your ass in the opposite direction," and as he's walking away, Angle's like, "Don't go, Cena. I got something I want to tell you. Don't go, don't go." And then he's like, "Well, all right then. If you're gonna leave, I'm gonna just say it anyway. Tonight, you are going to face three men in the triple play challenge, essentially a beat the clock challenge, where John Cena takes on Rene Dupree." Not Rob Conway. Rene Dupree, Booker T, and RVD, and whoever can beat John Cena in the quickest amount of time will get a shot at the U.S. title. That is your main event, not the last segment, but it is your main event of the night. Here's State of Survival giving out potential Cena jerseys for the night. Roberto Luongo or Eric Fishad. I'm not sure who Eric. I don't remember Eric Fishad. I know Luongo, of course.
Reporter Longo.
Next, we have a debut. Tro, you know who debuted, right?
Was it Kenzo Suzuki?
Yes, it was Kenzo Suzuki with Hiroko or Hiroko. Taz always just don't know what the hell to call her. That's like one of the funniest memories of Kenzo Suzuki's time in WWE. Taz always fumbling Hiroko. I still don't even know what her name is because Taz kept always saying
You know,
Hiroko.
I might be wrong about this, but I think I remember what Kenzo Suzuki was originally supposed to be, if I remember
Um,
correctly. No, that was somebody else. That was somebody else. That was Jimmy. That was gonna be Jimmy Wang Yang's character. Something completely much worse.
Am I doing this for memory or do I have notes? I have
No,
notes. I
he's
just
doing this.
watched.
He's doing this from memory. So he actually remembers 2000. He knows exactly where he was, what he was doing. He watched the show live.
I did watch the show live. I taped it. It wasn't live though.
I know. He was actually at the show. He was actually Kurt Angle.
I taped this show just like we said in last yesterday's review. I taped the show. I was watching commercials when I watched it to review it. The same thing with this one. Although with this show, at one point during the last match, I cut off the commercials, and which now looking back, I wish I never did because I have so much nostalgia for these commercials. And for those who might be
What was
wondering,
the
what was that?
what were they promoting for UPN that night?
Well, they were promoting Eve, the next Eve episode. They were promoting One on One, all that stuff. They were promoting like the movie of the week. White Castle commercials. I told you that I mentioned that chicken sandwich commercial. That's actually from this episode, not the episode yesterday. Because when I first watched yesterday's episode, I actually kept the DVD rolling, so it went to the next episode. So I wasn't really paying attention, but it was on, and that's where I saw the White Castle chicken breast sandwich commercial.
You would think, given how they're doing the show from from London, maybe they'd have one of them go to UPN to do a segment instead of having
Yeah.
Shaniqua do it in
Oh yeah,
February.
that was for February. Yeah.
Yeah,
That actually makes sense. Yeah. Favorite commercial? If you mean for for this exact episode, I would say that White Castle chicken breast commercial with the girl, she's ready to bowl, and the guy's like, "Hey, I got the new White Castle chicken breast sandwich." So like, chicken breast sandwich, chicken breast sandwich, chicken breast. So she takes the bowling ball, walks over to him, is like, "Hold this," and like just shoves it in the guy's stomach, and she just takes the sandwich. That would be my favorite commercial from the ones that I saw. Uh, by the way, Catch the Buzz, Feel the Bling was one of the commercials. If you remember, YJ Stinger, Catch the Buzz, Feel the Sting. Well, this was some type of contest they were doing where like WWE fans guess dress up like their favorite wrestler, and if they win, they get a ton of money. I don't remember the whole thing. I literally just watched the commercial like an hour or so ago.
Yeah,
That's when I
they
came
should
up
have
with.
they should have had Kurt Angle on UPN and like have him be. So Kurt, what's it like being a paraplegic? It's
State of
tough.
Survival. There's one New York Lottery commercial that had me in stitches. It's a hilarious an NHL playoff one. I'll look for the link. Okay. Um, so Kenta Suzuki versus Scotty Tuhati. Uh,
Where's Rikishi? We
yeah,
talked, we talked about him on the last show. He was tag teaming. These guys were tag champions. Where the hell's
yeah.
Ricky?
I mean, somebody had to be fed to Kenta Suzuki for his debut, right?
I think Rikishi was fired by now.
Oh, he might have been.
Spring cleaning.
So this wasn't much of a match. It was, of course, big debut, or at least they want it to be a big debut. So of course, Kenzo Suzuki just beat the hell out of Sky Tuati and pinned him. So not much of a great match. It's just a quick match. Now we get a Access Hollywood after school
Extra.
after school all stars segment with The Rock. The after school all stars thing is something that was created by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Arnold Schwarzenegger says in this segment, like, he's got all these movies he's got to do, he's got all this. So he's glad he can hand this thing off to The Rock. So The Rock is now the new leader of this after school all stars thing. So this I'm sure, because it has the Access Hollywood logo and all that, this did not air on the network. Um,
You
so
want to know the real reason why he did that?
why?
Because I'm pretty sure this is right around the time where Arnold Schwarzenegger started to run for governor of California.
Right? Yeah, he said. Actually, he did say that. Yeah, he did say
He
that
doesn't
too.
have time to Rock. I need you to do this for me. I'm gonna be governor.
How do you get chosen to participate in SmackDown 2004? Well, well, back then, the reason why Kenzo Suzuki was making his debut here is Brock Lesnar had just left the show. They are in dire need of star power. So we saw the debuts of Kenzo Suzuki, of Mordecai. They were throwing shit at the wall and hoping something stick. And
Mordecai.
in the end, it was the guy who is running the gauntlet later tonight who ended up sticking. Um,
Mordecai. Oh my god.
Mordecai was a good character, man. That
Oh
could
yeah,
have been something.
he was great, and then he faced Hardcore Holly.
Yeah.
And Hardcore Holly said, this guy doesn't work for me, brother." Then he lost to Ray, and then he was like, "Now I want to be a
Do,
vampire."
do you remember who Mordecai made his debut against?
It was Scotty Tuhati, I believe.
Yes,
Judge
yes.
Judgment Day.
Yep, Judgment Day
Very
04.
very cool gimmick. I don't think he was facing. I don't think this would have actually led to with a match against the Undertaker though.
No, no.
Probably
Uh,
not.
so we have Kurt Angle with the three opponents for Cena in this All Star, or was it Triple Play Challenge? Booker T, RVD, and Rene Dupree. They are all in Kurt Angle's office with Luther Reigns, and Kurt Angle says, "We are going to draw straws, and the one with the smallest straw will face Cena first." But before we see them actually do this, Luther Reigns closes the door and essentially kicks the cameraman out, which means he kicks the viewers out. We didn't get to see who drew the shortest straw.
Yeah, damn it.
Really
Quick,
good.
quick, quick, show us the locker room.
Actually, I have not asked for to give you. I haven't even given my thoughts. First off, the Kurt Angle segment. What are your thoughts on that? The Kurt Angle segment with the apologies and all that.
Oh no, I love heel Kurt. Kurt is he's like, I don't think I'm gonna wrestle again.
Yeah,
When it's like
world's
2 months,
strongest violin.
2 months later, he's fucking facing Eddie at SummerSlam. So
Yeah,
he's climbing up. He's coming up the cage to screw Eddie out of the title again.
thoughts on El Gran Luchador?
Yeah, legend, the greatest that ever lived. You know, he keeps on. He's like the conquistador. They keep on coming back.
Look at this. We are legitimately 30 minutes in, and like if you were doing this with Christian, we'd be done. We're still on the first segment technically.
Yeah, we got one match done though at least, and it was a squash
We
match.
did. We got to come back to that match because I gave my thoughts. You didn't give your thoughts, but
I thought it was a good match. It was Kenzo's. It's a squash match. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this sucked. Kenzo should have lost. They're burying Sky too hotty.
I mean, I'll say this because it's a weekly show. I ain't got no problem with squash matches, but I'm not gonna sit here and say it was great. Like the whole match.
It was a fine show.
So my thoughts on this angle in ring to start the show. I love Booker T apologizing 5 times. That was funny. And again, the line by Kurt Angle, "Keep it down." He's trying to apologize for some reason. That always cracks me up. Cena sees Angle interrupting Cena when he's doing the yo. He just goes ballistic on Cena. That was great. Booker T getting in the heel way out was cool. It's like, oh, you apologize 5 times. Yeah, go ahead, you're excused. But Cena, like, no, fuck you. It's like, and then Cena with the walk, how I want to walk, say what I want to say, act how I want to act, dress how I want to dress. That was great. The storyline here with Cena essentially being the Austin and Angle being the Mr. McMahon, it was decent. I thought it was pretty cool. And yeah, I like the opening segment. Okay, so Angle drawing straws with Booker, RVD, and Renee. That was decent. It wasn't necessarily much. But I like Luther Reigns kind of close. Or actually, honestly, was it really necessary for Luther Reigns to close the door and like us? Like, are we really gonna sit there for like
Who's gonna draw the
four?
straws?
Yeah, who's gonna get the shortest? Who got those shortest? Are we really gonna sit there for like?
Who's gonna lose to Cena quicker? Who's gonna lose? Who's gonna lose to Cena first? Gee, I
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah, that it was an okay segment. I'm not gonna say it needed Luther Reigns closing the door. What did you think of that?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It's funny to see Renee Dupree. Bon v Bon. I've been jobbing to Cena longer than you all.
Well, his feud with Cena had not. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it did because they were judging it. Right. Yeah.
He already lost to.
Yeah. This is a really good segment. A short backstage segment. You got Undertaker in deep thought. Of course, again, this show's all about Paul Bearer. Is Undertaker going to join Paul Heyman to get Paul Bearer back? Of course,
They're keeping Paul Bearer in the.
Well, they got him in catering, so they're allowing him to eat.
They got him. Oh, these Long Island bagels are delicious.
He got to eat the what's the bagel shop again?
Bagel of the Blue Line Deli didn't exist.
Blue Line Deli. I know, but I still had to say he got to enjoy a Blue Line Deli bagel.
This slice of pizza is delicious. Thank you, Papa.
So I love that segment, even though it was a quick one. What did you think of that? Undertaker in deep thought.
He's thinking like, what the fuck how can the urn control me? Still, like, I don't understand this gimmick. Is the urn controlling me, but I'm also my own man? Like, God, we didn't even think this one fucking through. How, like I think in cave, like Undertaker doesn't know how to drive, so Paul Heyman's been driving. Paul Bearer's been driving for him. So, I don't. I had to take. I took the LIRR to get it. It's I transferred at Jamaica.
Only me and you could do this. Like Christian would have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
I transferred at Jamaica to the train to Hempstead. I took a Nassau County bus before it became the nice bus.
Oh gosh. So now earlier today's segment, JBL in a salon, and this I first of all I don't even think it's on the network, but this would not fly today. This would not fly today. So JBL is getting all, his face done and all that, the manicure, pedicure, and he's got one guy named Jose. He's like berating Jose the whole time. And then it's essentially he's also saying Jose is a great worker and all that. But for the most part, he's berating him and saying stuff that might not have flown today. And then at the end, we see him look at a mirror and he says, "What do you see, Jose? I'll tell you what I see. I see the best looking, richest WWE champion of all time." The best looking part might not last too long because next, uh, I was gonna ask you. Yeah, you didn't see the segment, right? It's not on the network.
I'm sure I've watched it. Like I have a good idea of what segment you're talking about because I'm sure I've watched it at some point if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Mm.
It's probably a good segment. Was this like shot at an actual salon somewhere on the island?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Oh my god. Oh, that's pretty cool. You just see JBL just wandering. Hi, I'm JB. Hi, I'm JBL. We're from WWE. I'm gonna take that Jose guy over there and I'm gonna berate him.
So now JBL's limo pulls up to the arena, into the arena. It's like you
And then
drive in there is like a garage. So he's like you drive
he
into a
has to
garage.
pay for parking.
Yeah.
They're like, sorry, sir. He's like, sir, I work with WWE. Well, we don't care. We want look. It's 2004. We need the fucking money for this Coliseum.
Oh
Please
boy.
pay us.
Oh boy. So JBL pulls up and he's like smelling the air and he's like, "Oh, this Long Island
Yeah,
air. Like this place is a dump."
that's Nassau County for you.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
he's like, "Driver, take me back to. I want you to take me back to New York City." So he gets back into the car, the limo, and he's like, "Driver, take me back to New York City." He gets no response. So he starts banging on the thing that goes up and down. He's like, "Driver, moron, idiot, take me back to New York City." And then he pushes the divider to go
yeah.
down, and he's like, "Hey, take me back to New York City." Then you hear New York City, and it's Eddie Guerrero. It cuts over to Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie Guerrero has one of the best lines of the night. He's like, "We're not going to New York City. We're going for a ride, and it's gonna be better than Disneyland."
So I guess it's implied that at some point, I don't know when, I guess Eddie Guerrero attacked JBL's limousine rider, and now is so like. Is it like assumed that Eddie Guerrero has actually just been like normally driving JBL around for a while now?
Yeah,
He's actually
JBL
like, he's just like driving normally around Long Island.
so JBL is essentially Paul Bearer here, except he doesn't even know it.
He doesn't even know he's being kidnapped. Eddie Guerrero's like New York City. No, we're going to Braidwood. We're going to Central Islip. We're going to Wine Dance. And JBL's like, no, for the love of God, no. That's a
So
reference. That's a reference that only South Shore people will get.
yeah. So so Eddie Guerrero ends up driving away. Oh, and here's what happened. Jose's the limo driver.
Yeah,
Eddie Guerrero beat the shit out of Jose.
God damn it, Jose.
It was like right after the early today.
And
So
that JBL wasn't actually smelling Long Island. he just smelled that Islander team from '04. He's like,
Oh
gee,
gosh.
these guys fucking suck. I'm going to MSG to see the 2004 race. Oh dear God, they suck too.
Oh boy. So Eddie takes the limo on a joyride, and we go to break. We come back, we get a recap of all that just went down with Eddie and JBL. Then we get an earlier today. So this was a good segment. First off, what did you think of the limo segment there?
I thought it was great. I love it when they're when they make fun of the local stuff, and I get the local references. Like, oh, you're right. Long Island does suck. 2004, New York, 2004 Coliseum. What's that? It's that. It's the Long Island.
Yeah. I absolutely loved this segment and everything else that transpires between Eddie and JBL on this night. The New York City, that was a great line by Eddie Guerrero. That was funny.
Do you know how much the tolls are?
Yeah, this was only the beginning. This is a great segment, but this is only the beginning of what's to come between Eddie and JBL. So earlier today, Dudley Boys are celebrating a job well done, to which Heyman is like, "Are you kidding me? Do you know what Paul Bearer means to the Undertaker? Like, do you understand the magnitude of what you guys just did?" he says, he says, "Look, I want you guys to stay back here. Keep an eye out on Paul Bearer, who, by the way, we do not see in this segment. Paul Bearer is, I guess, in catering, although this did not happen in the arena."
Yeah, so I guess they're probably at the hotel across from the Coliseum. They're at the same salon. Same salon as
you can hear JBL berating Jose in the background.
You also hear Paul Bear's just off camera. Yes, Jose, you fucking suck.
Oh my god! How would 19? Oh, I don't know if you want to do this one. How would 1920s troll berate Jose?
It appears this hard-working Mexican immigrant is being made fun of, as he should. They still haven't repaid us for the Spanish-American War, almost 100 years ago.
Oh my gosh! So where am I now? I don't even remember where I was.
Eddie Guerrero's being a typical Long Island driver and just doing jack shit.
Well, that's what we're gonna see that in a minute. Yeah, or we're gonna get to that in a minute. So Paul Heyman tells the Dudleys, "You're gonna stay here with Paul Bearer. I'm gonna go out to Nassau Coliseum by myself, and either the Undertaker's gonna join me, or am I gonna be the dead man?" And it was a cool little scene here at the very end where Paul Heyman's walking away and Bubba Ray Dudley says, "Paul, be careful." This was a really good segment, a really good pre-taped, I should say. It essentially shows the mindset of Paul Heyman. He knows he's walking into a fire's how you say, what type of nest?
Hornet's nest.
Hornet's nest. Yeah, he's walking into a hornet's nest here with the Undertaker, and they got Paul Bearer there. Heyman's definitely worried, and you can tell the Dudleys are worried for him as well after hearing what he had to say. What did you think of this segment? I believe Tro is frozen up.
Yeah. I thought the segment was good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm frozen. My fucking internet has been my internet's been taken hostage by the Dudley Boys.
Damn it! And pretty sure all we're gonna hear soon, once you're gonna freeze up,
Dudley Boys strike again.
Yeah, all you're gonna hear is JBL berating Jose in the background. Jose,
God damn it, Jose!
How do you let this shitty internet do this?
God damn it, Jose! What the fuck, dude?
So now we have Chavo Classic. Remember on the last show, he was still Chavo Senior. He's now Chavo Classic. We've jumped. Baby. What happened?
I said he's back, baby.
We've jumped
Ooh,
ahead a
Chavo.
couple of months. Yeah. We've jumped ahead a couple of months. Kurt Angle's now the GM. He's in a wheelchair. And Chavo Guerrero Sr. is now somehow Chavo Classic. So he's on commentary. He comes out with like three women by his side. And he's cruiserweight champion, I should also mention. He, at
Yeah.
this point, had won the cruiserweight title a few weeks ago, pinning his own son. And
Now these are
Mike,
just three random women, right?
yes, random women.
No, I don't think so. I think those were the Ice Girls for the Islanders.
Were they really?
I mean, they honestly could be at this point. I think we probably had the Ice Girls back in '04.
Need to
They,
bring the Ice Girls back. Come on,
no,
man.
we don't. They are a fucking marketing tool. We don't need the fucking Ice Girls anymore.
So Chavo Classic
That
is
doesn't
asked.
sell.
So Chavo Classic is asked by Michael Cole. Well, since you're the champion, I thought you'd be in this match. To which Chavo Classic's like, no, I had a long night. You know, I'm pretty tired. And it's like, yeah, well, we can see, blah blah. So then we get Chavo Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. This was an okay match. This was essentially building up to their rematch, their No Way Out rematch at Great American Bash, which is the upcoming pay per view. We have covered that on this show. It's in the archives. Just go to the FNC reviews, Retro Wrestling Reviews playlist, and you'll find that somewhere. Great show. I loved it.
Ooh,
The
Chavo.
So Chavo ends up winning this match due to interference from Chavo Classic, and to me, Chavo Classic was like the star on commentary here. A lot of funny stuff. Um, I didn't write any of it down, so I can't tell you what
I wonder.
happened. But
I wonder. I wonder if he knew Jose.
yeah, maybe he did. Who knows? I did not write anything down when it came to
And
Chavo Classic on commentary, but
I
trust
know
me, it
we're
was
we're
funny.
gonna get to it in a minute, but I love that it's implied that right now Eddie Guerrero is just literally just driving JBL. But you know that Coliseum parking lot isn't too big, so they just doing donut.
Doing donuts with a big ass limo with horns on
They just cut to the Hempstead Turnpike, and you just see a fucking limo just going as fast as it can.
Oh my gosh. What were your thoughts on Chavo Jr. versus Rey Mysterio? And if you have any Chavo Classic on commentary?
I don't know, it's fine. It's a fine match, you know. Not Eddie. Ray and Chavo have good chemistry, and it's just kind of going through the emotions at this point.
As I mentioned to you before we went on air, I do have a show that I want to pick. Oh, hold on. We got somebody here. Mr. Jans says, hello. Hey, Mr. Jans. How you doing?
Oh my god, a new person.
Yeah. It's always good to get new people. Hope
Uh,
everybody's enjoying the review. Hope
we gotta make it our
everybody's
best.
what?
We gotta look our best. We have a new
Yeah.
person. We have to entertain more than just just
More than just state of survival.
we have to up our game. It's not just a state of survival.
So, like I said, I have a show, and I'm gonna get to that show at the end of our episode here. But
Oh boy.
anyway, the Raw Rebound is next. Chris Benoit has to take on the La Resistance in a 2-on-1 handicap match. At this point, Benoit and Edge are the tag team champions, or actually, no, I think La Resistance beat them. I can't even remember now. But one of them, it's either Edge and Benoit or La Resistance. They are a team. Edge and Benoit are a team at this point. So Benoit has to take on La Resistance 2-on-1 handicap until Edge interferes, to which Eric Bischoff comes out and announces, well, since you guys love tag matches so much, it's going to be La Resistance versus Edge and Chris Benoit at Bad Blood, to which then he announces, look, this match is still going to be a handicap match. He's talking about the match that's going on here at Raw. So Kane comes out. So we've now added Edge on Benoit's side and Kane on La Resistance side. It's now a 3-on-2 handicap. Kane ends up chokeslamming Benoit for the pin, 1, 2, 3 with the victory. Again, Kane faced Benoit at Bad Blood for the world title, so they were building that up.
Oh,
So Chris Benoit actually did double duty at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
Maybe to make up for missing Vengeance '07. I don't know.
Oh no, Jesus! That's a deep. We just got done talking about Chavo. Oh no!
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
so.
no!
So then the Raw Rebound recap ends
Oh
with,
no! You just gave me a fucking horrible idea for a show to do, Frank.
"Oh no, that's not in my time period. That show is
I
not
know.
my time. You
You
gotta
know,
talk to Christian
yeah, I
about
know.
that
You're
one."
gonna have to blame CJ. I have two shows I can now think of. It's either gonna, it's either gonna be Benoit's last show or it's gonna be Vincent's.
It's technically not his last show. He didn't even show up.
No, I'm thinking about.
Or the
Uh,
ECW where he faces.
no, it's not even that. It's the one. Actually, I could go with that one.
That is
That's
his
what I
last
said.
show.
Oh no. Yeah, it's gonna be. We're gonna get very dark because of you. CJ, if you're watching this, CJ, it's Frank's fault. I wanted to go with Victory Road after AEW, but now we're going Benoit.
We only have one viewer, and I'm pretty sure it's State of Survival. So I don't think Christian has not jumped in the
Yeah,
comments at any point
if he's
today.
watching this on the replay,
Yeah.
I guess that other guy left.
So Michael, yeah, Mr. Jans. As far as StreamYard is telling me, Mr. Jans is not here. It's got to be State of Survival or our only
We
viewer.
scared him away.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell's going on with these two?
Damn it.
So then Raw Rebound ends with Michaels taking on Orton. Shawn Michaels taking on Randy Orton. That was the main event of the show. Triple H was watching this match from a press box. And in the end, Michaels came up. Oh, we now got 3 viewers, so I don't know what's going on. So Michaels ends up running up in the crowd all the way to that press box, and they have a brawl with Triple H.
What was the Raw review presented by?
Oh gosh, I don't even remember. It's a Raw Rebound.
Rebound.
It's a Raw Rebound. Yeah, this was like right after the draft, so it's like every SmackDown had the Raw Rebound, and every Raw had the SmackDown something else. I don't remember what it was called.
It was probably sponsored by Y2 Stinger at this point.
It probably would catch the buzz, feel the sting.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing the contest with the fans, right? They catch the buzz, feel the bling.
They loved their energy drinks in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, they did.
Never got sponsored by Red Bull though.
Yeah, no, sadly. So now we cut back to the area where JBL's limo was, and you see people are cleaning up the damage that's going on. And in the background, you could start to sort of hear wheels screeching. And then you can start hearing more and more. And then all of a sudden the limo pulls in and the guy's got to run out of the way. Fucking Eddie Guerrero ends up pulling the limo back into a car that makes all the stack of like boards fall down off a wall. Like, it was crazy.
Damn it. You know who's gonna have to pick those up? This arena.
The Ice Girls?
Yeah, the Ice Girls. Yeah, they're gonna make them bend down and break them up.
Oh my god!
Look, the arena's not doing too well in 2004. The last thing we need is people fucking running into things.
That had to be like Pat Patterson's car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that the joke? Anytime there's a car involved, they're getting destroyed.
Patterson or Cornette's? I know they destroyed Cornette's car on accident.
I don't think Cornette was working with WWE at this time.
Not this time, but I'm saying like I know that they destroyed Cornette's car at one point on accident.
Oh, was that
they were rolling in the back. Like I think it was like a 97, 98 show. Yeah. And they accidentally broke his window.
I do kind of remember hearing about that, yeah. So after all that, Taz and Michael Cole preview America's Next Top Model, the next upcoming episode. Another thing that you cannot see on the network. The preview, it's a UPN preview.
Yo, Cole, you gotta check out America's Next Top Model. There's some hot mama jamas on that show. Yo, damn right, Taz.
How would 1920s Tro have previewed the upcoming America's Next Top Model episode?
Jay Willikers, first the woman want to vote. Now they want human rights, and now they're daring to show the bodies. Oh, dear God, grab a Bible and pray for these women that they may not die in a very, very horrible death. I think I'd rather have polio than have to watch these women again.
Oh my gosh. 1920s Tro. He turned heel last night during our live Islander watch
Yeah.
along, and he is continuing that. That
Hey, the 1920s. We had just let women vote. I don't think America's top model would work too well back then.
so now we have a recap of what we just saw after that little preview. We have a recap of everything going on with Eddie Guerrero. And then Eddie Guerrero comes out with the limo. There's a horn missing and everything. And he opens the door. He after he comes out, he opens JBL's door and he shows we see JBL. He's like got freaking food all over him. He's laying down in the lot in the limo. It's like hell on earth for JBL.
Just a
Um,
typical, just a typical night on Long Island. Face
so
down and food in the back of a limo
first off,
in
actually,
June.
yeah, I once again forgot to ask you what about the segment when Eddie comes back? What did you think of that?
That's hilarious. It's Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, same thing. I thought that was hilarious. So Eddie Guerrero goes to the ring. JBL finally gets up and he's like staggering around, and he's like, "What happened to your ride, Holmes? It looks a little banged up." and he's like, "But you're gonna look worse at Great American Bash." This is just a hilarious segment. You see JBL looking at the horn, the the bull horns, the ones falling off
Yeah,
the limo. JBL can't believe what he's seeing. Hilarious segment. Sure, you have the same thing to say, right? This,
pretty pretty much, and they would have a pretty good hellacious match. That
yes, they did.
even though I still argue that that was pretty much that was a clean win for JBL.
Yeah, don't tell that to 11-year-old me because well, I was still 10. My birthday had not happened yet, so don't tell
Yeah,
that.
I
Or
still think that's a clean. That technically is clean. I mean, JBL did he hit it first, so by all intents
as
and purposes,
as a kid, this was my second ever pay per view I ever saw, and I was pissed when Kurt
yeah,
Angle came out and
yeah.
said, "Nope, look at the replay, JBL, you're the new champ." I was absolutely pissed, but I love that show, man. That match was phenomenal. I love that angle with Undertaker and Paul Heyman, Paul Bearer, the Dudleys. Again, our review for that show is in
Isn't
the
it separate?
playlist. What was that?
Didn't you and CJ do that one separate though?
No, no, no. That was Invasion. Invasion's the one we
No,
did
no, no.
separate.
Okay.
That's the one where Christian was fucking like rushing us, and
He
I
wanted
didn't.
to do the show.
Yeah. So now we get a passport to pain highlight. So this is like
Oh my!
how house shows in Italy and all that. They show little highlights of all that. Now John Cena takes the triple play challenge, and
Well, stupid.
this yeah. This had a lot of drama in it. Once you get to those final couple seconds, is somebody going to be able to win? Of course, in the end, nobody wins it. But I love this match. What did you think of this match?
5 minute draw. 5 minute draw. 5 minute draw. What a great night. Everything ends up in a draw.
It's a weekly show. You got to build up to the pay per view.
Draw. Draw. Draw.
yeah,
But
I
good to see. You know.
yeah I loved it. In the end, like I said, nobody won. Rene Dupree actually, when his time ran out, he actually asked for 5 more minutes. And in the end, John Cena beat him like in a couple seconds, to which Kurt Angle says, redact that victory for John Cena. It happened in under 5 minutes. That match does not count.
He
And
got
then
Kurt stands up. He's looking at NHL ref. No goal. No win. And then he's like, "Oh wait, shit! I'm supposed to be paraplegic." Oh, my knee.
yeah, imagine if like just one night Kurt Angle would have got so like into it that he actually does stand up and he's like like all the fans are like, oh my gosh, oh
It's a
my god.
miracle.
They, so after Cena or Angle announced this match does not count. Booker T comes out and attacks John Cena, to which RVD comes out and saves the day for Cena, and then that is when Kurt Angle announces that at Great American Bash 04, the United States title will be defended by John Cena against Rene Dupree, Rob Van Dam, Booker T. That would ended up being a great way to start the show. And after that, RVD helps up John Cena and then proceeds to kick him dead in the head, and that's the end of that. Now, Tro, what did you think of that finish there, where RVD kind of turns on John Cena there?
I can't believe, I think it's just the month of June and John Cena and RVD, they just don't like each other.
Yeah. We get a recap of the Undertaker Dudley story as it is right now. It's essentially just the intro that we saw at the beginning.
Yeah.
And now we have Undertaker's decision. And there are 5 people in the currently viewing us just to see the main event here.
Wow.
The final segment of the night. Heyman hyped this up so well when he comes out. He's like, everybody hit the record button. This is one of those rare moments. And the funny thing, as I've said to you a couple times now, when Heyman said that hit the record button, it was like I'm sitting there like, oh, way ahead of you, bro. I've been recording
Very
this whole
good,
show.
Frank. Frank Hudson, this goes out to you. Hit the record button.
He didn't tell me though. He didn't tell me to record the commercials or not. So I don't know. I did.
Record the commercials, damn it.
As you can see, I did record the commercials. That's where my tag comes from. Catch the buzz, feel the bling. I wonder who won the contest, by the way. If you're watching right now and you're the person who won the contest, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, could you imagine? We got 5 people. Out of all the 5 people, out of all the people in the world, someone who won the contest actually watching.
He like sees my tag. The person sees my tag, like, yeah, I won that. So Paul Heyman also has a bag over his shoulder. He's holding a bag.
I wonder what's in there.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Undertaker comes out, and nothing is said in this moment, but nothing needed to be said. This was a great way to end the show right here. Heyman opens the bag, pulls out the urn, holds the urn over and pointing it towards Undertaker's direction, and as you see in the thumbnail, Undertaker bows to the urn, essentially agreeing to join Paul Heyman. And I love this segment. Like I said, I've always loved this storyline. I've always loved the concrete grip match. You remember a couple days ago, I saw a fucking cement truck.
and I replied,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Frank. There's no other way.
And somebody else, one of my other Facebook friends, freaking pointed out, he posts a Kane gif. I'm like, this has nothing to do with Kane. And he's like, well, this is a red and black. The truck is red and black. And I'm like, I'm like, yo, yeah, you're right. Shit, it does look like if Kane drove a cement truck. That's exactly.
Mask Kane. Sorry, Father, there's no other way.
So, what did you think of Undertaker's decision? By the way, this is my pick for a segment of the night. If I got to pick a match of the night, it's the Triple Play Challenge. But overall, best segment, including the matches, Undertaker's decision.
This still doesn't make any sense because I don't know how the urn doesn't. Undertaker's still able to fully do anything himself, but he doesn't need the urn.
The urn controls him. You heard Paul Heyman say it. Paul Bearer controls Undertaker.
That doesn't make any sense because after he gets rid of Paul Bearer at Great American Bash, he's perfectly fine by himself.
No.
He's not carrying the urn with him as he's.
You don't understand. Before his matches after Great American Bash 2004, they slid the urn under the ring.
That's not even the same. That's not even the same urn as they had in the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
Where does Paul Bearer keep on getting his urns?
Urns are us. You You don't watch something to wrestle with? You get them from Earns or Russ.
Of course, of course, he just keeps on pulling them out. Poor, poor Paul, poor Dudleys. They have to watch Paul Bearer.
You've never been to Earns or Russ in the city?
I
It's right
should,
next to the Toys R Us in the
of
city.
course. It's just you just got Paul Bearer there. I would. Would you like a bird? This is the one that they melted down and turned to a necklace. But I picture because remember this isn't live, so I guess
Yeah.
like what are the Dudley's turn? What's 2004? They're watching Buffy. They're watching. They're watching
Buffy
Buffy.
ended. Buffy ended, but maybe they're watching the DVDs.
Actually, I can see it now. They're watching Full House on Nick at Night with Paul Bearer. That Michelle is so cute. You got it too.
I would. Nah, they watching Buffy. They're watching. They got the DVDs. They're watching. I don't even know if the DVDs were released yet. I know season 7 definitely wasn't released yet. I'd have to look on the back of like
That
season 1.
Buffy girl is hot.
First of all, Charisma Carpenter is the hot one on Buffy. Oof.
Yeah.
She played Cordelia.
I saw her on the Big Bang Theory.
Charisma?
Buffy.
Oh, Buffy. Oh, yeah. No, I've seen that scene you're talking about. Yeah. So overall, out of 10, SmackDown, June 10th, 2004. What would you give it?
It's a very good show, but you know what show? Out of 10, I'll give it a 8.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Better.
We never have like the same rating. You go
But
8, I end the what?
You know what show is even better that I just pulled up the results for?
Which one? Velocity?
Because guess what was recorded? Velocity.
Nice. Yes, give us. But let me give my rating
Yep.
first before you do the velocity results. So my rating, like I said, I love. There's a lot of great stuff that happened on this show, man. Eddie Guerrero, JBL, the Undertaker stuff with Paul Heyman, Cena running the triple play challenge. I give this 9.5 out of 10. This is an all time great SmackDown in my opinion. So we both have high ratings for this show. Go ahead, give the velocity results.
Velocity results. So you're gonna actually find this pretty crazy. So the dark match for Velocity was Funaki defeating Carly Colon.
Oh, so Carlito.
Yes, I was about to say, do you know who Carly Colon is?
Well, it makes sense because he is only a few months away from debuting.
I was about to say he turns into Carlito in a few weeks, basically, for the promos.
Was Jesus with Carlito? Jesus stabs Funaki after the
match. Jesus is just is Jose.
Yeah.
He got buff. He took JBL's criticism to heart. Then we had the Reflection of Perfection.
I remember that was a great gimmick.
That was a great gimmick. Defeats Billy Gunn. Not Billy Gunn, Billy
Kidman. Okay.
And then in one of the greatest tag team matches, I'm sure, to ever happen, Billy Gunn and Hardcore Holly defeated Jason Porcaro and Ken Phoenix. I'm gonna let me just pick up. Yeah, okay. So he was fucking. What was he was doing? He was in the New England territory. This was actually probably NYWC guys.
Congrats to Ken Phoenix on making his FNC retro wrestling reviews debut.
I'm sure he's very happy.
Yeah.
Now you remember earlier when I was talking about how I got Kento Suzuki's original gimmick mixed up?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so this is what I meant. So Spike Dudley defeated Akio with Sakota. Now, do you remember what Akio's original gimmick was?
He was with Tajiri doing the.
Yes, but it was one of the. It's either Akio or Sakota. His original gimmick was supposed to be Hirohito. And it was supposed to be
Oh,
like a Japanese World War II. No, it was supposed to be someone from Japan who was still pissed off about World War II.
okay.
But do you also remember what Hiding Right's original gimmick was supposed to be?
Hiding right? What
Yeah,
was it?
I guess the writers' room was big on World War II, and I'm swear to God, this is being reported. And this is bad when even Vince McMahon doesn't want to do it.
Oh my god!
Hiding Right was supposed to be a frozen Nazi who got
Wow!
unthawed.
Wow!
Could you picture Hiding Right? I
Oh
will
my goodness!
hail him. The Führer says I must destroy you, Undertaker.
Remember when Heidenreich first debuted? He was on Raw.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
going around talking about
John.
little Johnny.
Yeah, I think it was John Heidenreich. He interacted with
Yeah.
Austin. But in our main event, we had Rico defeating Jamie Noble.
So Rico main evented this Velocity, and he also main evented the one Heat that I was at live.
Well, there you go.
State of Survival. What does your overall
What does Japanese
19
say about this?
Japanese Tro? I don't think we
Oh,
have that guy.
Look, I don't know what's everyone's obsession it is with getting me fucking
Let's
canceled.
just go. Let's just go with what 1920s Tro, not Japanese Tro, has to say about this.
Fucking CJ tries to get 1920s Tro to say stuff about Nakamura. And now State of Survival is trying to get me canceled. What was it? State of what 1920s Tro thinks of the event?
Yeah, the event. No Japanese Tro, just the 1920s.
It was a glorious event. We had JBL showing up in a limousine, but was robbed by Edgardo Guerrero. Overall, I thought it was a fine dandy of the match. JBL stepped out of the limo and he smelt the 2004 New York Islanders. At some point, Eddie Guerrero crossed into the arena. Surprisingly, despite the arena's age and the state of it, it did not crumble. Thank God for that. Paul Heyman then looked into the TV and said, "Frank Hudson, you son of a bitch, you better be fucking recording this for years to come." And then the Undertaker came out and he bowed down to Paul Heyman. Meanwhile, back at the hotel room, we had Paul Bearer being kidnapped by the Dudley Boys as they watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Which episode were they watching? 1920s.
I don't know. I've never watched Buffy.
Maybe they were
watching the series finale.
As well as the series finale, it's pretty much only a year old at this point. So yeah, maybe
they were watching a recap episode.
Paul Bearer, and for anybody who watches Buffy and has not seen the series finale, please cut us off right now because I'm about to spoil something big. Paul Bearer was back there being abducted. He's fucking crying about Anya getting killed off.
Anya, no! He got Devon wiping his ears. It's okay. Oh, brother Paul, testify. Anya, no! Anya! I don't even get the reference. I'm just doing the Paul Bearer.
Yeah. So you need. This is State of Survival says you need to be a comedian, Charles. Seriously, YouTube Shorts, post match, people would love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I really work very well by myself. Sometimes.
Tro is our editor. So if you do see most of these shorts, most of them are by him, including my my mini outburst during the power play and last night's live stream. That was Tro's edit.
Yeah, I'm not much of an editor. I literally just do my fucking screen recording.
Yeah.
Pick out a time, and then half the time, like yesterday, it wasn't actually a very good video. I probably should have just cut it to like the point where you got pissed off, but it still works out. It's a cool intro.
Yeah, because it sets up everything. I mean, if you just say me like saying, "Oh, this is ridiculous," nobody will get it.
I could have like started it like done the All in Sunny intro, and then just like cut to you like describing the power play, and then just have you like say, "Come on, God
This is ridiculous.
This
This
is
is ridiculous.
ridiculous, and then just cut it right off. Like,
I did, in that moment, I did not know that that was gonna be like so, like that was gonna be.
This is ridiculous.
I didn't
I'm
know
gonna say
Tro
that.
was.
I'm gonna say that tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
I did not know Tro was gonna get such a big kick out of that. That was just my actual, like, 100% pure
You have to
reaction.
remember, I was watching 20 seconds ahead of you, so
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is ridiculous, Frank.
Yeah.
I'm seeing, and then I said, spoiler, Frank. It's gonna be the same shit
Yeah.
for the next 20 seconds.
It was. When I was describing, you were probably seeing it was just a few minutes later. There's the same passes are happening.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, you could actually see if you watch on the replay, you can tell when we give up a goal because
Yeah,
my not only does like the reflection change like on the
yeah,
TV when because of the
yeah,
screen, but you can also tell like, Fro
yeah.
doesn't look to it. The tone of voice has changed. And then
I
I tried to play off that one goal, but like, no, I just saw a really stupid ad.
I knew that too. I knew something had just happened. Even you saying that did not like change anything.
I couldn't. I think that was like the Adam Pellick the forgetting to
Yeah,
play defense moment. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
and I just saw a bad ad. Frank, don't you worry. You'll see it in about 20 seconds too.
Oh boy.
Nice
So
retirement album.
so our next show,
Oh, here
as
we
I
go.
said, we were going. I alluded to it. There's a reason I alluded to it right before the Raw rebound, because the show is referenced in the Raw rebound. We are going to go over a pay per view. This is live. This is the first time I'm picking a pay per view in a long time.
Oh,
Bad
Bad Blood.
Blood. What happened?
Bad Blood '04.
Yes, Bad Blood 2004, and yeah, I don't think Christian will be a part of that, but he did a watch along of this show that's on YouTube. So I mean, I'm sure he will. He doesn't want to be a part of it because he did that watch along, but in that watch along, he barely even talked about the show. So I don't know. But yeah, we got Benoit doing double duty, taking on Kane for the world
Nice
title.
Hell in a Cell match.
Yes, Hell in a Cell match. I love that Hell in a Cell match. There are a lot of people that says it was too long. I'm sure. Do you? Would
Yeah.
you? Yeah,
I think
I
it probably
just
could have. I think it probably could have benefited from being maybe a little bit more intense given the feud.
yeah. So we got Benoit versus Kane for the world title. We got Benoit and Edge taking on La Resistance for the tag team titles. I'm a big La Resistance guy, so I'm down for that.
We had Eugene versus the coach, I think.
Yes, that was very entertaining. We got Shelton Benjamin challenging Randy Orton for the Intercontinental title. At this point, Randy Orton is the longest Intercontinental
Yep.
champion in the history. And the aforementioned Hell in a Cell match, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, amongst some other things. So that's our next show. It's going to be me and Tro reviewing Bad Blood 2004. And then I promise I'll get back to the weekly shows after Bad Blood '04.
Yeah. Then as for on the other side of the T and C version of the show, as CJ has CJ said, since I'm pretty much holding him hostage at this point, the next show that we're reviewing is AEW Revolution 2001, which included
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
There was no 2001.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
watching nothing there.
I'd rather watch nothing than watch an AEW show.
Look, Frank, it's gonna do views. It's gonna do views. Damn it, it fucking better. Um, but included the historic, of course, barbed wire exploding barbed wire match in front of absolutely nobody because it was pandemic still.
Yeah, yeah. And then you
Little
guys just on the episode you did just before we went live, you recorded an episode. You
Yep, that's
guys
live.
agreed to do a show as well after that.
Did
What
I
was it
forget?
again? Oh, I forgot what it was too. Holy shit!
I thought it was Revolution.
No, he
No,
picked.
no,
Didn't
he picked.
Christian pick something?
Which show
Yeah.
did he pick? He picked the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, 2020 Rumble. Yeah,
Yeah,
where Edge returns. Right.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Which is
I
sadly,
thought I told them I was going to make pandemic jokes the whole time.
yeah, yeah, I remember
Well,
that.
I was.
Yeah, sadly, that was the day that Kobe passed.
I can't wait to get to that fucking dark edge timeline.
Yeah. And of course, for the sport fans on here, we have again, we got a Mets season preview coming up. We have the
Either Wednesday or Thursday, whatever day. Preferably
okay,
Thursday because I have off that day.
sounds good. We have the March March monthly recap, excuse me, for the Islanders. And of course, same thing with the Mets. During the season, we will have April recaps. We do have one, we have one game in March, right? The Mets. We're not going to do a monthly recap
Come
for
on,
March.
we can do a big March. So Frank, we were undefeated in the month of March in the regular season. Let's go.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to review every single spring training game?
No, no, because I legitimately have not even watched the spring
You have to
training
watch.
game.
You have to watch every single spring training game, Frank. Come on, you gotta know. You gotta know how Mark Vientos is doing.
I
You
know
gotta know.
Vientos went deep today.
You know, you have to, are you gonna be watching some Rumble Pony games to see how JD Martinez does?
JD, you think JD Martinez is going to start the season in
Oh yeah,
Double
no,
A?
no, yeah, no. They're not Double A, but they're starting him in Triple A.
In Triple? Oh, okay. Well, he would not be a Rumble pony if he's starting in Triple A.
Syracuse Mets then.
Yeah, Syracuse Mets, right?
But yeah, because he hasn't. He's like, no, guys, it's okay. I've literally missed spring training. I need
Yeah.
like a little bit.
Um,
Please send me down.
I will try to watch some minor league games, but I'm looking to see the pitchers. I'm not the pitching prospects, guys like Mike Vassell and Christian Scott. I'm not looking to see some vet, who we know what he brings to the table. It's like I don't need to see him. What we
Come
will do though is we will add that one game into the April recap. We will add that one March game into the April recap.
hopefully we do a when we do our April recap. Hopefully we're doing a very happy Islander April recap.
Yeah, see you later, State of Survival. Yeah, hopefully we will be doing Islander playoff series
Yeah,
previews and recaps.
hopefully we're in the second round by the time we're doing
Mhm.
our Islander
Yeah,
recap.
yeah. Um, hopefully we're still only 5 points out. We need to start winning though.
And, hopefully the Mets season isn't pretty much over by the
Yeah.
end of April.
Oh boy. Oh
We
boy.
save that for June, folks. That's gonna be the
I'm
recap.
telling you. I'm telling you. I hope the June recap is going to be like the best
July
month recap
July
we do.
1st, guys. Mark it down. That's gonna be the recap to watch. The most miserable fucking recap. I'm gonna be sweating my ass off. We're gonna have to talk about the fucking Mets.
I
Yeah,
hope it's the best.
that's gonna be the
First of
first
all,
day of free agency
yeah,
for NHL.
hopefully in June we'll be doing a Stanley Cup recap.
Oh, that
Hopefully,
would be nice.
yes, it would. But watch the June recap is going to be the best recap of the season. We're gonna have the best month of the season.
It's gonna be the most entertaining. I can tell you. Could you imagine doing it on July 1st if the Mets don't do good? We have to
Oh,
talk about that as the Islanders don't do jack shit on free agency. Then
see, that's
we find out that the Islanders have like traded half the team.
oh boy. See, well, if we got to do a free agency special though, then are we gonna do that?
Sure, that's all in July though. That's
Yeah,
all. Well, by then, of course, we're ready to have our fifth cup. So we'll be like, poof,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
whatever. You can
Hopefully,
leave.
hopefully. We also have we will live stream the first round of the NFL draft. We have there are three picks involving our two teams. The Bears are picking first and ninth overall, and Tro what overall? Giants are picking
I think
fifth overall, right?
yeah, fifth or sixth overall.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm hoping for chaos with his team.
Well,
I want to see that angry. I want to see that Frank from yesterday come back.
yeah. No. Hopefully, we take Caleb Williams and then trade back up with that ninth pick and get Marvin Harrison Jr. You will see a very happy me on that day. Well,
It's
there will
great.
be no
The Bears have traded the first overall pick
no
for Russell Wilson.
no no. Oh my goodness,
Well,
no.
there you go. Then Justin Fields is the starting quarterback.
Yeah, I won Fields starting for them because he's going to light it up for them, and I won him too, but not at the expense of
Yeah.
us getting old
The
ass
Bears have
Russell Wilson.
traded the first overall pick to the New York Giants for Tommy DeVito.
Hell no.
Yay! We can draft Caleb Williams. He can sit under Daniel Jones.
Hell no. Hell no. Caleb Williams is coming to Chicago, and anything if they do not draft, if they trade Justin Fields just to not draft Caleb Williams, you will hear worse.
That
You
would
will
be
hear worse than this is ridiculous.
that would be hilarious. They trade they trade their starting quarterback and they don't draft a fucking quarterback with the first overall pick.
And they take like fucking JJ, whatever the heck his name is, at 9.
Yeah, they, you know what? I think Caleb Williams is going to be happy that he's not going to end up with the Jets,
Yeah, well,
where
yeah,
quarterbacks' careers go to die.
yeah. Hopefully, Aaron Rodgers has an 0-16 year, 0-17 now year. I hope so. That'd be nice.
Well,
Although I'd rather the Packers go 0-17 than Aaron Rodgers go 0-17.
well, as a Giant fan, that would be nice to see the Jets. The Jets' misery brings me joy,
Well, I
even though
wouldn't
they lose
mind.
the division.
Even though I do not hate the Jets, I would not mind Aaron Rodgers' misery. It's about time for that to happen.
He was pretty miserable last year.
Well, he was hurt. That's a little different.
Well, he was a
I want to
well, look,
see him on the field getting his ass kicked in the
he almost
scoreboard.
he almost ran for vice president. Okay, so
Oh boy,
things almost got very awkward between me and him.
do we play you guys this year?
Probably we didn't play each other last year, so
We did not. We played you
he,
2 years ago. Yeah.
and we just got done with the AFC East, and but you guys are the North, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're north. Yeah.
And it's
Oh, little update. Former Met Alert. Kevin Pillar has been released by the White Sox, as well as World Series rival Mike Moustakis.
boo.
Yeah.
You know what name I saw earlier? I saw Devin Mizraco.
Oh gosh, Matt Harvey's.
He popped up out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my god, the guy who we traded Matt Harvey for?
Oh boy.
Cincinnati Reds legend Matt Harvey.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy.
Thank God that didn't work out. Imagine him being the next fucking Tom Seaver. We
Yeah,
trade him to the Reds, and then he turns his life around.
the same exact team that we
Exactly.
traded. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Devin Mazarago is going to work out, guys. He's the
Oh,
greatest
boy.
catcher since John Buck.
John Buck had one hell of a month, and
Yeah, he had a good month and a good walk-off theme. That's just about
yeah.
it.
That's what I remember. We both remember John Buck for that walk up theme.
Yeah.
Here I
Good.
go.
Yeah, it was by
Yeah.
fucking Jason Aldean, and then
Yeah.
I think it was like last year he got into controversy. I'm like, oh no, it's Jason Aldean.
What did he do?
He made some fucking song that was like kind of right leaning, so then one side's like,
Oh
how
no, I do
dare
remember.
you?
I do
I can't believe
remember
you make
that.
a right leaning song. Here's
Yeah, I
our
do.
left leaning song to counter it. Our left leaning song's okay because we're the left.
Yeah, I actually remember that. Yeah, we both had the same thought when that was going on. That's the guy who did John Buck's theme song. What's everybody hating him for?
What's everyone? Come on, guys. He's just singing about a small town. Oh no. Here I go down this road in a small town. No,
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
wheels are rolling.
those are rolling.
Greatest trade ever. We got
Oh,
Noah
boy.
Syndergaard for R.A.
Yep.
Dickey and John Buck.
And don't forget Travis Darno and Wilmer Barcera. Wilmer Barcera.
Oh yes, I remember Travis. I remember the end of Travis Darno. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
When he's
yeah,
back in the low 100, the mid 100s.
yeah. And now he's killing us with the Braves.
Go figure. He's like fucking Daniel Murphy.
Yeah. Travis Darno in the playoffs in 2015, which, by the way, we do have a 2015 recap coming up at some point. I don't know when, but that's in the future.
That's gonna happen soon.
Darno actually put a home run in the apple. I believe the LCS. I believe it was the LCS.
Yeah, they put a big bandage on the apple.
Yep. Who was the first Met to put a home run into the apple in City Field?
It's probably someone fucking really random. I'm gonna say Gary Sheffield.
What do you do on Sundays?
Sleep.
Well, what is the thought that you're supposed to do on Sundays? That
It
people,
was Ryan Church.
yes, it was Ryan Church.
Go figure. What a fucking random ass Met.
Yeah,
Ryan Church.
I used to have when I went to the last Shea Stadium game I went to, which was like in mid September of '08. We beat Washington. I actually got a Ryan Church shirt that day.
Ryan Church.
Yeah,
Jesus. Oh yeah, I brought up a pretty random Met. Gary
yeah, Gary
Sheffield.
Sheffield. Yeah,
Only Met to ever hit 500 home runs.
first milestone in Citi Field history, the 500th home run of Gary Sheffield's career.
Yeah, Gary Cohen couldn't give a shit either.
Well, the guy's played what, like 3 games
Yeah,
for
but
us at that time.
that's gonna be like his immortal his like big moment, and he's like, and 500 home runs for Gary Sheffield, the former Yankee. Go
My
fuck it. Fuck it.
my memory of Gary Sheffield is when Omer Santos hit that home run in Boston. It was originally ruled a hit. Santos is rounding third, and fucking Razor Shines is like, no, no. He's like getting in front of him. He's essentially interfering. He's lucky he wasn't called for interference because the ball was in play. So they called the ball in play, and I guess Sheffield didn't know. So Razor Shines is literally like holding Sheffield. He's like, stop, stop. It's like grabbing onto him, and thankfully, the review turned that into a home run. Santos' home run off Papelbon, which still airs as a Met classic on SNY to this day. It was a
Yeah,
great game.
whenever it comes on, and we're like, Jason Bay. Oh yay! Oh no,
Yeah,
Met
Jason.
legend.
Yeah. How about Ramon Martinez making a great defensive play in the ninth inning in that
Yeah,
game? Talk about a Met legend.
all time.
JJ JJ Puts getting the save because K Rod's got back spasms.
Oh, poor K-Rod. You know, we talk about these random ass Mets, like half of them have ended up on the Long Island Ducks at some point.
Oh boy, the Long
Which
Island
isn't a
Ducks.
bit, which isn't a bad. I'm blocked by the Ducks, by the way.
Yeah, the Ducks should have whoever was playing for the Ducks at this time should have ran in and like stopped Undertaker from joining Paul Heyman.
Well, all four they won. That was the first year that they won their title. That was their
Oh
first
yeah.
year as champions. Like
Oh
the
wow.
Long Island Ducks are actually they're the last teams that I followed that actually won a championship. So
Wow. Oh boy.
that's actually
I
pretty cool. They're the most
I
successful New York baseball team technically
I have
in the
not
2000s.
I have not seen a championship in my lifetime. Although PWHL Toronto is looking like they're gonna get one real soon. But in terms of the big teams, the Mets, Bears, Islanders, I was born in '92, and they've all last won in the '80s.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's all, folks.
Thank you to everybody who has watched. Thank you to State of Survival. Thank you to Manuel Vasquez. Thank you to, hang on here. Well, this thing is not moving up. Oh, here we go. Okay. Thank you to Mr. Jans who came in, said hello, and just we appreciate it. He came in, said hello, and that was it. Thank
Manuel Vasquez also said, "Hey, I love you."
Yeah, I didn't bring that up.
Well, he loves us.
Yeah, I mean we
Wait,
appreciate it. We
which one do you
appreciate
love? Which one do you love more, Manuel?
it.
I was told today my blue eyes look very nice.
Well, okay, there you go.
There you
Did
go.
he really say that?
Someone told me that my eyes look. He said that in comments, but someone did tell me my eyes look good.
Yeah.
Now, folks, before you say Frank, just remember he has to take off that hat at some point. And if you remember from the SpongeBob movie, it's gonna get bald, bald, bald.
I'm
My
not that.
eyes.
I'm not that bold.
I know, but
Although,
it was a fucking
although,
jump scare.
although there was a segment, there was a part in the cruiserweight match where they like zoomed in on Chavo Classic's bald spot, and I'm like, shit, he's got to be like 40 here, and I'm 31, and I got a bigger bald spot than he does.
For be a little behind the scenes
Yeah,
info here. When I joined the call for the CJ show, I got fucking I didn't know that Frank was bald. So the first thing I see is him without a hat. I'm like, oh god, jump scare.
See, I wasn't. I
Cursed
did not
image.
do that. I did not do that episode. I just hung
Yeah,
in the studio, so that's
cursed
why I
image.
wasn't. Yeah,
That's what you get if we get a Patreon. That's what you're gonna get.
my hair.
We got it's like OnlyFans only here.
Oh my gosh, we got to do a Patreon someday. We just need more
Yeah,
viewers. We just need more viewers.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, thank you to everybody who watched. Even if you didn't, even if you didn't comment, if you stayed and just watched us, we appreciate it. Thank you,
yeah.
Tro. And again, be on the lookout for all the shows we mentioned we will be doing in the future. And please subscribe. Thank you very much.
Please.